Welcome to Pucked Up Hockey Moms, the landing space for moms of all ages, shapes, and sizes. And we won't hate it if the non-mom joins either. We just hope your ears are as unfiltered as our mouths, and you're as passionate about hockey as we are. It's time to get offside, ladies, and no whistles are being blown here. All right, squad, I'm your host, Amanda.
And I'm Brittany.
And this episode is for you, the rinkside warriors, the coffee-chugging, bag-hauling, lost and found-dwelling legends we call hockey moms. Today we're playing a little game I like to call You Might Be a Hockey Mom If. So, buckle up, it's gonna get uncomfortably accurate.
These are everyday chaos moments hockey moms can relate to. Ready? You might be a hockey mom if your car smells like wet gear, old Timbits, and broken dreams.
Hands down, this one's for me, except for Timbits. If those things are rolling around my car, someone is doing burpees in the parking lot, then licking my floor mats clean.
Yes. Yeah, mine, it's just stinky hockey gear. And my son's only 9.
And dogs.
And dogs. Often the smell of wet dog combined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Mine's
then
a dog.
You Febreze it, and then it's like florally wet dog gross hockey gear.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it any better.
It doesn't, no. My car has remained dog-free, fortunately, since inception.
Yes.
I'm very lucky on that one. But it's not gear-free, and every now and then I wonder if someone sprayed manure or if there was a cat that peed in my car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, a cat pissed in my car. I am absolutely convinced that a cat peed in my car.
Just numerous hockey bags.
And my husband keeps telling me that maybe it's like the sunroof and the sun, and I'm like, no, I'm 95% sure it's just hockey gear.
I know there's been no cats in my vehicle.
I know, like, no, there are no cats have been locked in here because I'm pretty sure the leather would show signs of said cat. You might be a hockey mom if you've yelled, grab your bag, more times than I love you this week. God forbid they remember their gear themselves. Really? What body part do you think they would forget if it weren't attached? Okay, maybe don't answer that.
Multiple body parts, I'm sure.
Right?
The stick seems to be the biggest miss. Leaving the house, then leaving the car into the arena, and then leaving the dressing room to come home. It's missed at every...
Yeah. The younger they are, the more they forget. And then slowly it's like we've shock treatment beat them into remembering it without actually beating them, people. Or maybe we too beat them.
Tempting. You might be a hockey mom if you've dried a jock strap on a hotel room heater and just kept it moving like it was normal.
Nope. Big nope here. Nope. I don't want it. Will not be and will have never touched the jock or the Jill. That is a them problem. And them can figure out how to clean that shit show so their junk don't itch or stink irrationally. You might be a hockey mom if your trunk has more equipment than a pro shop. That just means you're prepared for every accident or growth spurt, okay? No judgment here. Where are all my fellow badass moms with helmet screwdrivers when they are needed? Okay?
Yep. That's come in handy. I have now learned. I didn't actually ever carry like one of those repair kit things with my oldest. I don't know why.
I don't know.
But with Kaiden, that was like one of the first things I bought for a hockey bag, just in case.
And it's needed so often. Even if it's not for yourself, it's needed for someone else. Then when you need it, it's empty. And you need to go use someone else's. It's like when you actually need something, it's not in your bag and everyone else has it. And then when someone else needs it, you have what they need.
Yeah, someone borrows it and doesn't give it back.
Yeah, or you've used it up and then you're like, crap, I did not replace that. But you were the MacGyver of the day at the moment.
Yeah, thankful for those arenas that are close to sports stores. Kaiden lost one elbow pad for a game one day, but he was at the Q Center. If you're from Victoria, you know what arena that is. And I just ran up the road to that Play It Again Sports, bought him a pair.
That's great.
Ran back.
It's so nice when things are super local and super close, but when you're like in buttfuck nowhere, no offense to any of the buttfuck nowheres, like it's just... when you're super far out from somewhere and the GPS has no idea and just assumes you're going to find out where it is on your own because it's not even on a map properly. There's definitely no sports equipment anywhere near you, and you're just praying that the lost and found has what you need and that it's not super rank.
Yeah. You know what part of their body they're putting it on.
Right?
Some things shouldn't be sure.
You might be a hockey mom if you schedule your entire life around a practice slot some 14-year-old made up. Mic drop. Isn't that like all hockey parents, though? Seriously, who actually has a life outside of their schedule?
Not me.
No.
I think most of the friends I have are hockey parents. So
they're the only one that can stick with you.
And understand the chaos of making plans.
Otherwise, it's in the summer and you're like, okay, we can maybe breathe for 5 minutes. Yeah.
Or it's like, I can do dinner right after this game, between this game.
Do you want to meet me at the rink for a slice of pizza?
Yeah. Yep. Taking it into the barn, ladies, for some rink life realness. You might be a hockey mom if you know which rinks have good coffee and which ones are run by caffeine-hating goblins.
Amen, sister. And which ones have the closest McDonald's or Starbucks? Which parents carry Baileys to spare to share when needed on the weekend? A little hair of the dog from said tournaments, maybe?
That's been utilized quite often. I'm not a coffee fan myself, but as long as they have tea, I'm happy.
Yeah. What can you put in tea? Like whiskey?
You can still put Baileys in tea, actually. It's
really?
not bad, as like a creamer. Huh. I guess depending on the type of tea.
Yeah. Maybe some peppermint schnapps and some peppermint tea.
Yeah.
I'll have to try that one too.
Or hot chocolate and Baileys.
Delicious. Yeah, I do enjoy a hot chocolate and
salted caramel Baileys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now I need a drink.
I do. I don't have a gin smash beside me at all. You might be a hockey mom if you've made best friends and sworn enemies all from the bleachers. No comment?
Yeah. You might be a hockey mom if you can find a charger, snacks, roll of tape, and a Band-Aid in your purse in under 10 seconds.
Absolutely. This is why we have massive bags, people. Because we always have the things normal humans find useless, but these little terrorists need to command in random places.
Yeah. You have to have it ready and available at all times. I've tried to carry a smaller purse to, not have these things, pile up.
Yeah.
And then it just moves to, the backseat of my truck or my glove box.
And thus the pro shop in your hockey truck. Because you try to remove stuff from your bag, and bag goes to truck or car, which just becomes an extension of the purse, of the bag.
Yeah. All very much needed at some point, but it's the daily basis. I just need this out of here.
I do. I know. There's no such thing as purging the purse. It's just an extension to another pile that will possibly be dealt with at another time, but because you're never home, it's likely never. I think that my entire house is purged places or piles from different things that I've just never had the chance to get to.
It just moves.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually get put away.
Yeah. That is my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. You might be a hockey mom if you've mastered the art of fake cheering when your kid flubs a pass. Yeah, I just like to cheer, so I cheer when other kids flub the pass. I yell nicely to myself. It seems nice anyway. Do better! And proceed to cheer passionately for the rest of the team like nothing ever happened.
Oh, yeah, I've definitely fake cheered. For sure. Good try, so-and-so. When you're you very clearly messed up. What were you doing?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that.
When it's my own kid, I do yell things like, do better.
Oh,
and
100%.
Then there's people in the stands staring at you did you honestly just say that? And I'm like, well, you were thinking it.
And it's my kid, so I can say it.
Yeah.
Or I won't say it about other people's children.
No.
Just my own.
Or I do say other things like, whose child was that? That was awful. And then also get said licks.
Yeah.
But people take things too seriously. So when
Agreed.
you try and have fun with it, I feel like there's more side eyes than if you were actually being aggressively mean. I'm like, why can't you laugh about this right now, people? This is just a child sport.
Yeah. We're not in the NHL.
Nope.
We're not going for the Stanley Cup.
I will say I was cheering at some tryouts for some girls hockey the other day, and I was laughing the whole time, and there were so many side eyes. I was distracting, and I'm like, well, the assessors are locked in their own booth, nowhere where they can hear us. So I'm not really sure it's affecting anyone's performance. Maybe your own nerves.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why it's that big of a deal.
But you're not the assessor, so.
No, I'm not really messing with anyone's mojo. I'm trying to de-stress myself so that I'm not angrily cheering, and instead I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at their kid.
Yeah, exactly.
People need to relax. They need to relax.
You might be a hockey mom if you've secretly Googled, can you get frostbite from sitting in a rink too long?
I feel like us Southern British Columbians hockey moms have no clue what this looks like. Yes, rinks are cold, and we are partial to whining about being cold, but the legitimacy of frostbite could likely occur anywhere else in Canada and other American states with outdoor rinks and super hockey winter climates. I refrain from embarrassing myself anymore.
Yeah, I think the idea of being able to sit inside an arena wrapped in a blanket or a warm puffy coat is better than those like -40 outdoor rinks that
Yeah.
the States have. As cool as it would be, I think, for kids to play outside on an outdoor rink. I wish we had that experience for our kids here. I like the above zero temperature.
I do
in
too.
the-
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I complain about not feeling my toes and fingers.
Yep.
But that's when I'm like stupid and use like just running shoes or Birks inside a rink for spring hockey. And that's just my poor planning.
Yep.
And I've also invested in little like USB rechargeable hand warmers that have started to make me, one, feel a little bougie, but two, my hands are much warmer.
I guess that's also another thing. You're a hockey mom if you have a winter coat and a pair of shorts. Like when you're going from spring.
Yes.
And like especially so August when you're doing like tryouts and whatever to get into the fall season, it's like I go into the rink in shorts, but then I need to put on my puffy coat.
Yes.
It's cold inside, but it's hot outside.
You're a hockey mom when you carry
Multiple outfits.
winter clothing 12 months of the year and you actually have a decently warm climate outside. Yeah, and you still have blankets and stuff in your car that you refuse to remove because you might have to enter an arena.
You'll need them.
That is our life.
Yep.
Yeah. But I refuse to not wear flip-flops all the way until like the beginning of September, middle of September, because I just don't want to let summer go yet.
I'll go even into October, I think.
Sometimes, yeah, we're lucky. Our island weather is pretty decent.
Yeah. We usually have pretty nice October.
Yeah. Stupid dogs. Travel tournament trash fires are our next case of you might be's. So, you might be a hockey mom if you've lost your kid, found him in someone else's hotel room, and still made it to warm up on time. Also, define on time. It only happened once, okay, maybe twice, that I was late for anything hockey, and it was the same team in the same season, which is completely unlike me, and I feel like I will never live it down in my own mind more likely than others, but it was completely horrifying. And the two children, my friend and my child, actually missed 10 minutes of the first period because the coaches benched them.
Oh.
But it wasn't us. Like, one of us read the schedule wrong, and my app would not update on the hotel Wi-Fi, or my data. Totally trusting her schedule and my memory of thinking that that was correct until we got a phone call of, where are you?
Uh-oh. You don't want that phone call.
Yeah, I was not. I felt awful, and the kids were so mad at us. And yeah, it was hard to dig our way out of that one other than buying them things.
That works. When in doubt, go shopping.
And I didn't really want to have to spend more at that tournament. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've definitely had the, okay, we have to leave in 10 minutes. Where's my kid? And then you remember the last like room that, oh, I'm going to find so-and-so. So you just text that parent and like, you got him? And they're like, yeah, we'll meet you at the rink. And then you're just taking gear and no child.
And hoping
that
parent
remembered their child with them. We've been down that route. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You might be a hockey mom if you've had to Uber to Walmart at midnight for forgotten shin pads.
I am a little jealous of that, but I guess I'm not a hockey mom. I should pack up and go home now. Though Walmart near us is no longer open until midnight, and Uber would not take me there from my house either. So these are technology problems.
Yeah, I also feel like, I mean, I guess we probably would, but that's just too bad for you. That's a lesson learned, child.
If I had thought of it, I would. Also, if I thought Walmart would carry the type of equipment my kid wears, which they don't.
Does Walmart carry hockey gear at all?
Maybe. Not anything that would fit our children. Possibly Canadian Tire, but they would not be open late. Maybe Sport Check.
No, at that time of night, you're just...
Especially since COVID. Like, nothing is open late ever anymore. Or conveniently when you need it. And Amazon is no longer, like, same-day stuff, too, because of hourly things. Yeah.
So that would just be an unfortunate situation, and hopefully you have some in your car.
Or the lost and found. Exactly. You might be a hockey mom if you've said, we're not here to party, and then immediately cracked a White Claw in the hallway. Guilty?
Yep.
The kids aren't there to party. Hell no. They need to go prove that they've used all of our blood, sweat, and tears and money properly and show us what it looks like on the ice. While we drink and socialize and don't have to drive home tonight.
That's the joy of the hockey tournament. They go to play and we go to socialize and have a few beverages.
That's what I look forward to, is not having to drive home.
Yep.
And then wake up early and return. I think that's the only thing I look forward to about traveling.
Yeah, like, hotel, I mean, you can bring your own booze too, but I like the hotels where they've got a pool for the kids and then there's like a restaurant pub in the hotel for the parents.
Yes.
Because some hotels don't want us drinking in the hallway.
I mean...
So it's either the pub or somebody's room.
Well, that is what the Yeti is for.
True.
And as long as it's not openly displayed, they don't usually bother you. And as long as you're not streaking in the pool, causing like an old school flashback moment.
No, I haven't done that.
I fortunately have not caused any streaking incidents. Thank you.
You might be a hockey mom if you've smuggled wine into a hotel room like you're part of a secret society.
Maybe not wine, but almost every other beverage. Check. Yeah.
The last hotel we stayed at in Port Alberni had a liquor store attached to the hotel. So that was, for refilling purposes, that was super convenient.
And I mean, the kids have all that room in their hockey bag for a reason, right?
Exactly. We don't use the mini fridge for food, do we?
No, absolutely not. I always tell them to get their stuff out of there. That is a waste of space. That is for the alcohol.
Your drinks to be chilled.
Yeah. Who cares if you need your snack? They can be lukewarm. This is how we are testing your immune system, guys.
Exactly.
We're just preparing you for the future. Okay. I'm not taking a tally here now, friends. No, I totally am. That's 12 out of 14 there, Stan. No clue who Stan is. It just felt right. Britt, where are you? Were you about on par there with me? Jockstrap and frostbite. Or am I wrong?
I'm on par with you on the jockstrap. Not touching it.
Nope.
That's a them problem.
And the frostbite. So I think, yeah. And we possibly added a few more of our own along there. So maybe it's like 14 for 16. I'm really confused and my day job is over. So mathing is just not a thing I want to do after 5 p.m. Yeah. So if any of these hit home, you're not alone. You're a legend. You're a ringside warrior. You are a proud member of the Bad Mom Squad. Hit me up with your own hockey mom confessions and I'll read them on a future episode. Tag us on the socials because I'm fancy like that. And let me know how many of these apply to you. If you think of any more, I want to hear them.
Thanks for joining us again this week, all.
Until next time, keep the skates sharp, the coffee strong, and the sarcasm flowing. Thanks for tuning in today, and we appreciate you listening. Catch us next week for another mix of hockey tales, tricks, and/or tips.